beautiful cuts of steak. Now, welcome to CGTN's live stream. I'm reporter Hui'ao.
And I'm reporter Sandy Huang.
And this is the inaugural Hainan Expo, focusing on consumer products, and specifically we're at this pavilion of food.
Food and drinks, and now we are looking at Wagyu beef from Australia. And
Right.
you may not be able to smell it or taste it, but maybe you can hear a little bit of the sizzling when he starts cooking.
Are you a foodie yourself?
I am, and I really like beef, but I especially like the buttery and really soft beef that kind of melts in your mouth. What about you?
I'm a huge fan of beef and steak. I actually cook it myself, cook it on the iron skillet, heat it on both sides for a couple of minutes, adding all the butter, rosemary and all the spices, and bring out the taste. And I'm a big fan. 您好，能不能给我们来一份这个牛肉？可以。And we have a gentleman joining us in our live stream. 能不能给我们介绍一下？西班牙好地方。
My name is Jess. I come from actually I'm the manager of the Hainan province. Our company, our group, basically from Melbourne, Australia.
Cool. What steaks are you making us? Like, is this sirloin or ribeye? That looks like a ribeye.
It's good part for steak.
But
The chef we cook like medium.
Medium would be great.
Medium. What would you usually take your beef? Medium?
Personally, I prefer medium rare.
Medium
because
rare.
I like the original and the tender, more
Part of
tender
the-
actually.
of the
Yeah,
steak.
because- yeah.
So what is so special about Australian Wagyu beef?
Compare with Japanese beef, because Japanese beef, as I know, is too much fat and oily for me. That's my personal
The
opinion.
marbling, right?
Yes, the marbling, yeah.
Australian Wagyu beef has like a score of marbling between 0 and 9.
Yes.
And Australian Wagyu beef can get a score of around 6. Is that right?
Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it has a high concentration of fat and marbling, but not as rich and buttery as the Japanese beef. That's what you're saying.
That's what.
So how much?
How much are they cost?
Sorry.
How expensive is it?
It's like just 200 gram
For
about
one,
200 RMB.
for one cut?
Yeah, for one piece. Yeah.
Okay. So is that ours or?
But that's right, of course.
Okay. We can't wait to taste it.
For my important customers.
Well, thank you.
And friend.
Is this already available in China, or are you trying to
Yes.
bring it in?
Yes.
Where can we have it? Where is it available?
We have online shop.
Online shops.
Yeah, and apps. And actually, we can sell in Shanghai, Shenzhen.
Shanghai and
Guangzhou.
Shenzhen,
Yeah,
basically the first tier cities.
That's right. Yeah.
How are you seeing sales grow in recent years? Are they growing? Are you selling more beef?
We used to sell a lot, but because of the
Pandemic.
yes,
The COVID-19
that's right.
pandemic.
It's cut down for just 2 years.
Okay. While we wait for the beef, why don't we check it out over there? Because there's some beautiful ham, right, from Iberia. 我们看一下那边的火腿。Take a look at the packaging. It's in gold and.
Actually, this ham is from our Spanish company.
That one, right?
We named as Golden Ochre. Yeah.
So this is Iberian ham.
Yes.
Iberian ham.
Yes. The storage in a cool like 36 months.
Well, as far as I understand, Iberian ham is known as is considered the best ham in the world.
Yes.
And because it's kind of a special breed, it's kind of like an ancient medieval breed of pigs. They're long-haired, black pigs, and they've been around for many years. And apparently, for thousands of years, actually the practice of dry curing ham goes back 2,000 years, and then for hundreds of years it's only reserved for royalty. So this is really cool delicacy.
About the hams.
I try to do my research.
So what are those like bottles? Those are honey.
Yes, Manuka honey.
Manuka honey.
It's normally produced from Australia and New Zealand. Yeah, that's a famous honey in the world.
And there's vinegar, right? 果醋.
That's actually it's vinegar. Yeah, it's fruit vinegar, but
Fruit
without
vinegar.
alcohol.
With 樱桃,
Yes,
cherry flavor,
peach,
pear.
and grapes. I think.
What do you eat it with?
You can use it as a juice for salad.
For salad.
Sauce.
Because it's more healthy.
That's right, yeah,
Okay.
tasty as well.
Compared to the Italian dressings and Caesar
Original
salad,
fresh.
like
I mean,
has the fruit flavor.
in essence, this is raw pork, but it's because it's treated. It's kind of cured with salt and everything. It's not even. It's not. Well, it's safe to eat, but it's also apparently good for your health.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
I'm wondering if our steak is ready.
Yes.
Our medium steak from Australia, Wagyu beef.
I mean, I can certainly smell it.
Oh. 没事，我们拿几块尝一下就行。
Okay.
Well, look at the color.
Oh, nice. Let's see the color. Still juicy.
So it's flavor with just salt and pepper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we already grab it? Can we already take it? Okay. Well, we have some.
Get a 50.
Take a look at the color of the Australian beef. All right.
Thank you.
How is it?
Well, it's very juicy and tender. Rich and buttery.
Yeah. Very nice.
Very, very nice. Well, thank you very much. We have to move on because there are a lot of more booths we want to check it out. Thank you so much for joining us in our live stream. We'll head that way. Okay, this is a very, very big food pavilion. Now, like it's close to the closing hour, so not many people are here. But earlier in the day, it's like packed, right? Like there are long lines everywhere waiting to get those food samples.
Absolutely, and it's been a few very busy days for the buyers and sellers and the distributors. And you know, we're walking up to Dashang Group. This company alone is bringing products from 6 countries and 300 shops. And
Wow.
what they're trying to do is that they want to establish these, you know, new supply chains for premium foods that haven't made their ways into China yet. So this expo is a great opportunity to do that.
For example, I saw some lobsters, which look pretty tasty to me. Now, why don't we check out the lobsters from New Zealand? It's called rock lobster, which are typically found in New Zealand coastlines. Well, we have a gentleman join us in our live stream. 能不能给我们介绍一下这个龙虾是哪儿的？
可以，现在开始了吗？开始啊！这个龙虾呢，来自于新西兰的南岛，因为大家都知道新西兰的分南岛和南岛，在南岛的西南处有一个叫峡湾地区在那里生产的南盐龙虾。
So it's from the South Island of New Zealand. How much does it cost? 它那个多少钱？这个？
大概是在这个4-5千块钱左右对
一只
对一只呢，大概是在2.5斤左右。
Okay, so about $600, $700 each, like one of those lobsters. 一般现在这个在中国现在已经能买到了吗？还是？
是的，现在呢，在中国呢，主要是在一些大的海鲜市场是可以买到这个我们的商品的。
So it is now available in some of the major seafood markets in China. 主要哪些城市可能？
主要是在上海，因为现在呢，因为这个疫情的原因呢，可能只有主要的几个港口，尤其是和各个新西兰呢有直飞航班的一些主要的这个航站楼才能够进口。
So because of the pandemic, currently only Shanghai consumers and seafood lovers can get a taste of the New Zealand lobster.
Perhaps Hainan will be able to try it, right? Do you have plans to bring this to Hainan as well?
未来可能在海南。
也是的，我们呢也是打算呢把这些海鲜呢进入这个海南的市场在海南呢包括批发市场，因为海南有很多的大型的批发市场，而且呢都是做水产为主我们也想把这些海鲜呢优质的海鲜呢进口到这个海南。
而且海南人本身也特别爱吃海鲜就是他们的什么膏蟹啊，还有各种各样的。基本上我这2天也看到很多了，他们的特点。
是的。
你们这一次消博会想要达到一个什么样的一个参展目的啊和效果？
是这样的，我们呢也是通过在这个海南呢找当地的这个合作的经销商商超等等去销售我们的这个商品。对。
你们的公司是 base 在哪？
我们的公司呢主要是在大连。对，我们是整个集团的
这些海产品。
对。
So their company actually is based in northern Liaoning province, and for this particular inaugural Consumer Products Expo, they have plans to get the lobster on the table in Hainan because local people are pure seafood lovers. Like over the past couple of days, we've had crabs, fish, and all those things. 我们可以看一下这个，看着就是它个头也比较大哈，这个 size
是的。
And demand in China has been a welcome relief for a lot of exporters in New Zealand as well. They suffered an 80% plummet in sales last year in February because of the lockdowns. China closed restaurants and canceled orders to fight the coronavirus outbreak. So they actually had to release thousands of these shellfish back into the ocean back in February. But now, as the economy kind of recovers, they're doing a lot better now.
They say New Zealand's lobster is the champion of lobster in the Asian market, particularly for its light, sweet, and rich taste with the firm flesh. Well, New Zealand people would call them crayfish, and the ones that you mentioned are probably the largest in the world, the rock lobster. Okay, thank you very much. 谢谢您的介绍。我们可能要往前面再走，因为这个。So we're going to move on. There are lots of more delicious food awaiting us. A tea performance here. Well, for me, this is probably like the best time to tour around an exhibition because I just can't deal with all the sweat and heat. Earlier in the day, we were at the Fashion Style Pavilion this morning, and that pavilion is also hugely popular because there were Burberry, Shiseido, Kate Spade, and all those fashion brands and luxury watchmakers. Oh, it was. Well, for me, it's like one thing is luxury, the other is food, right? That's what people love the most. There's some wines here. Check it out.
If you had to pick just one food for the rest of your life, what would that be?
That's too hard. I mean, I like a lot of sweets, so ice cream. I can eat ice cream like all day long and all season, no matter if summer or winter. What about you? Like, what do you like the most?
Probably dim sum, Cantonese dim sum.
Dim sums? Yeah. You're from Canton.
Yes, Canton, Guangzhou, and grew up having sort of dim sum for breakfast and lunches.
Chinese cuisine is just so rich and diverse, right? In Shanghai, we also have our versions of dim sums like xiaolongbao, those like pork buns.
And it's interesting, we're seeing Chinese people kind of having a big good appetite for foreign foods and drinks as well.
Especially imported spirits, right? Which currently takes a relatively small portion of the liquor market because Chinese people's favorite is baijiu, a very, very strong liquor. But gradually, more and more people have developed a more adventurous or sophisticated taste, and this brand, Remy Martin's, is tapping into that opportunity. So why don't we take a look at their beautiful booth right now?
Don't touch because all of these are very, very,
Very expensive indeed. Well, Remy Martin's entered China's spirits market in 1980, and over 60% of its cognac sales is from the Asia-Pacific region, with China as its main market.
And with rising income in China and a more relaxed attitude to extravagant spending, this all really helps the spirits.
It has a very ambitious plan. It's bullish on booming growth opportunities related to Hainan, particularly for its duty-free and travel market. It has now become a sort of a new category that can be sold among a range of duty-free goods in Hainan, and has already got its corresponding license.
So we're definitely seeing the spirit kind of starting to partly replace some of the market share used to help by baijiu as the drink of choice for the wealthy southern cities like Guangzhou, or and also eastern coastal cities like Shanghai.
Right, and e-commerce is also picking up as well. I know this company aims to have a stronger presence on the digital market. For example, cooperating with various platforms like Pinduoduo, which is the online group discounter, as well as Chinese video sites Bilibili, and has cooperations with platforms like Tmall.
Right. So.
All right. I heard their company has brought some of the most expensive liquor, and we have a handsome gentleman over there waiting for us. Hello, my name is Hui'ao.
Nice to meet you,
Nice
Mark.
to meet you.
Mark, nice to meet you. Welcome to Louis XIII.
Okay,
Louis
look
XIII.
at Louis XIII, which is very famous. But I know nothing about the liquor. Please give us more introduction of these beautiful bottles and the liquid in it.
So, if you know nothing so far, one thing you should remember all about Louis XIII, it's all about time. Time is everything. Our main raw ingredient, of course, is our grape, or Uni Blanc grape from Cognac region, but we would be nothing without time. How and why?
That's very well said.
Yeah, very simply put, our cellar master, just one cellar master, can never have the chance to taste the fruit, the result of its works.
Well, since time matters so much, how expensive is this one, for example?
You can call it expensive, it all depends on your personal value of time.
Right.
Because it takes more than 100 years to make every single decanter of Louis XIII, so it takes generations of cellar master. So for example, for this very beautiful piece, it's a magnum of Louis XIII, 1.5 liters. I would say it's only 60,500.
Okay.
So it all depends on your value of
Right.
time and money.
Pretty affordable, you think? What kind of Chinese consumers are into these liquor though?
Louis XIII has a very specific clientele, and Louis XIII customers expect very dedicated services and also exclusive privileges in terms of the experience we're able to offer to them, not only in China, but also in our mother country, in France and in other cities.
I know the company's revenue actually has a strong boost during the Spring Festival, which is Chinese New Year, and the reason is obvious, right? For family gatherings, you can drink it along with the feast of meals. And I like these pictures as well. Do you have any? Could you share some?
Yeah, this picture is the perfect example of what I was just explaining before. It takes generations of cellar master, at least 4 generations, so that we are able to make our final blend of more than 1,200 eau de vie that make Louis XIII, because as it takes more than 100 years to prepare one decanter, so far we never had the chance to encounter a lucky cellar master that can live up to maybe 140 years or 150 years. So not only time, but the transmission is very important, so that we can ensure the transmission in two generations of cellar masters, so that we can be lucky ones, chosen ones, and have the chance maybe someday to enjoy this precious spirit.
And how has Hainan or this expo helped you sort of promote this brand?
But it's a fantastic opportunity because we are able to share more about our history, our culture, our craftsmanship with a very interested audience of professionals of the industry, but also of, I would say, connoisseurs and new amateurs that are eager to learn more about winemaking and learn about our beautiful Remy Martin cognac.
That sounds great because when we are having drinks, it's not just a liquid inside, but the culture, history, and legacy that comes with it. And I think you have made it very clear to us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to head over to a Thai pavilion. How's that? Now we have a wide range of products that we want to show to our audience. This is CGTN's live stream you're watching. I'm Hui'ao.
I'm Sandy Huang, screen shopping with
CGTN. This is the inaugural Consumer Products Expo, and this is the second last day. Tomorrow it will be open to public, which means that this place is even getting more crowded, right?
Exactly. So we need to take advantage of the little space we have now and sort of try out some of the special experiences.
I know this is what you want, the massage time.
Yes.
Because after a long day, we want some authentic Thai spa, essentially.
Yes, I'm in desperate need for some.
It looks very, very tempting. 你好，我们是 CGTN，我们在做这个食品馆的这个探馆直播哈。我们看到你们有一位泰国的师傅，能不能让我们的记者也体验一下？
可以啊，没问题，没有问题。那这边我跟老师沟通一下，稍等一下哦。
Okay. Just look at her moves.
Yes, yes, and she's
probably.
And she's wearing all traditional clothes as well. I mean, I can't imagine, doing this all day. I mean, this looks like hard work.
It does. Very strenuous indeed. She's using her elbow.
Yes.
All sorts of techniques are used on this man. What a lucky person.
I mean, you're very welcome to try.
Do you get massage like in
Yes, I
Guangzhou?
do. I actually spent a lot of money on massage
Really?
and spa.
They're expensive, aren't they?
They are
Like
so
for an hour in places like Beijing or Shanghai, normally it would cost 300 or 400 yuan.
Yeah. But I feel like, in our line of work, we do a lot of editing and it really messes up our backs.
Oh, backs, necks, and everywhere. All right, it's your turn. No, not yet. 它大概还需要多久？结束了。Oh, it's a whole ritual.
Is this going to be painful?
Looks like it. It kind of like gymnastics. Is he enjoying it or not? Like, look at his facial expressions. Sandy, it's your turn.
Just a short demonstration. What do I do?
然后คอบ่าไหล่
Oh.
Nice.
คันขือได้คันขือคันขือโอ้ได้ไหมตึงไหม
They are the royal masseurs from Thailand, and they have their certificates and qualifications. They've had many years of training, and now this company in Hui'ao, which is the provincial capital of Hainan, is bringing them in to have locals experience the authentic Thai massage. 泰式按摩它跟那个一般的按摩，比如说中式的，差别在哪儿？因为中式的按摩也是讲穴位啊、指压呀、等等。
泰式按摩跟中式按摩是不一样的。中式的话，它讲究穴位、经络，但是我们泰式的话是没有讲究的。泰
泰式的话，它的指法是比较大力度一些的，有一些拉筋、踩背这些大幅度动作的，这个是泰式的特色。
Well, it sounds like Thai massage has just more higher intensity. She's using her elbow and all parts of her body to pressure on my friend Sandy. Sandy,
Reacting.
your skeletons
Yeah.
making noise.
My muscles are coming back.
Have you had Thai massage before?
Yes, in Thailand once, but maybe I may have gone for a sort of soothing spa, so not this type of more intense versions of Thai massage. But you know, a little bit of pain is good, right? I feel like you have to. I feel like you want to fight pain with pain. Help me tell from pressing on customers who's in better shape. I'm very, very stiff on my shoulders.
Use any oil.
No.
It's just it's not an oil massage.
$288，头肩颈舒缓按摩1个小时，然后全身的话90分钟368。
Okay, so it's $40 per hour, which is much cheaper than the price we get in Europe or the United States. 288就能够享受到这个泰国的这个 service。
对，或是在美团、大众上面也有一些优惠。
你觉得这个市场很大吗？现在在国内来说，就是越来越多的人想要体验真正的泰国师傅的按摩，而不是就是一般中国的按摩师。你觉得这个市场现在有怎么样？
这个市场现在是慢慢在发展、在进步，大家都很想要去体验泰式纯正的马杀鸡按摩。
Authentic massages, okay. But the problem is, how do you communicate? 他们和这个顾客之间是没有办法交流的。
他们在这边已经待了快3年，所以一些简单的中文是
还是可以听得懂。
对，轻了、重了这一些都是简单的交
So
流。
you would train these masseurs Chinese first. 是不是就你会提前公司想培训他们说一些这个中文，能够理解？你们不会培训，但是他们会待一段时间。Okay. So they would have to learn a little bit about Chinese so that they can communicate with patrons. Let's check in on her. Sandy, how does it feel?
Stay here. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay here.
Leave me alone.
Yes.
But just live stream.
I'm happy to do this for an hour.
Long stretch.
OK 放松了腰背放OK 腰
它的经典就是用它的
拉筋，对。
stretch her body to the fullest and shake her. I've had a lot of massage, but nothing like this.
It's really hard to relax in this dinner.
对，泰式的话，它的幅度跟强度比中式的话要大，这也是泰式的特色。
所以同样1小时，可能你得到的舒缓也不一样。
对。
Sunny.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Thank you.
I feel like a new person.
Have a new person, battery charged.
Yes.
Used to work in Singapore. Do they have services like that?
Yes, but insanely expensive.
Insanely expensive.
I went to Bali for massages because they're a little bit cheaper.
Okay. How expensive is it in Singapore?
Probably twice as much as you would find in China.
Okay. 谢谢，非常感谢。我们去看一下别的。谢谢。Okay, so we're going to move into another Thai pavilion with a different orientation and focus.
So lots of exotic flavors here. 69 countries and regions participating in this expo. So let's just kind of dig deep into it.
I like the smell actually.
You do? I really don't. Durian.
First of all, I'm very much attracted to this sculpture,
Yes.
and it's made of fruit.
Fruit carving, apparently. It's
Fruit
a
carving.
traditional art in Thailand.
您好，能不能给我们展示一下这个是水果雕刻是吗？简单的给我们看一下。
So this gentleman is going to show us this fruit carving art, which, you know, apparently is now considered a dying art in Thailand.
A dying art in Thailand. 您能给我们介绍一下这个水果雕刻？说是像这个在泰国已经快越来越少的一个人能做的一项技术。
然后以前在泰国的风俗里面是贵族妇女必须的。
So this is yet another item here that is used to be reserved for royalty only.
Right, and aristocrat women used to take these lessons, and it's like a skill that they must have.
And, yeah, a must-have skill for chefs as well.
所以它的难是难在哪？
它难的就是它的雕刻艺术，因为它会有打磨，然后它会有很多不同的那个雕刻工具。
Different tools are used to make these fruit sculptures.
Apparently it takes at least 6 months or a year to get somewhere, to get decent doing this. But right now I think a lot of fruit carvers are using social media to promote their skills.
Work. 您是学了多久这个雕刻的技术？
入门是2年，
入门是
我现在已经做了8年了。
He's been doing this for 8 years, and he said like just for entry level, do it for 2 years. 你能不能教我一下？我们也想学一下。就这个看着很容易，但其实是非常难的。
你就可以变这个叶子
啊，然后呢？
So it takes 2 years to learn this. We're gonna try and do this.
It takes 2 years to just get your foot in the door.
做这一片，中间先刻一个它的一个叶筋出来，从这个中间，那么这边是什么？
你再给我
先刻出中间的这一个叶，对，2刀直刀下去，直刀，把这边斜刀向下，这边斜刀，把中间这个不要刻断的。
哦，哇哦，原来是这样。
对，把这个稍微往进回一下，然后这里做一个边。
这看着就非常的 delicate, looks very delicate.
I feel like this kind of belongs in an art show. What do you do with this after the carving? Because it would be such a shame to eat.
Right. 一般这个做出来之后，它就怎么保鲜？它就留在这儿多久？就是你肯定也不吃了嘛，对吧？这个是。
正常的话，摆放的话，2天。
2天。
对。可能它
你每次做出来，它只能摆2天呢。
对。
Alright, I'm a very clumsy person, so I don't want to mess it up. I'm just gonna do a little bit of trial here, right? And 然后是从下面薄薄的切一片。 I'll let you do it.
和拿笔一样，
拿笔一样
拿刀跟拿笔一样，对，这边是刀刃，对，这边是刀刃。哦，
Well, we're gonna ruin his word.
I don't know what I'm doing.
主要你刚开始还不知道用刀的一个方
对，一
向
个，劲儿，就我们还掌握不到这个那个
对
劲儿。同样这一片，您再给我们演示一下，我们怎么就学不会？
我再找一个。
I can tell our audience that this is extremely difficult, much harder than or it's just us, right? Like we're too clumsy to know the tricks.
这个其实是一个它的支点，这个指头是它的一个支点，对。
Look at this honeydew. 很有意思。
Once you learn the techniques.
你是在哪里学的这个技术？
我就是跟一个泰国的师傅学的，对，我的。
He learned it from a Thai master.
泰国人。
你为什么会想到学这个技术呢？你觉得很有意思，还是很有挑战？
很喜欢，
很喜欢。
对。
好像就是泰国这个还可以考证的是吧？
他们到了大学以后，好像这个是一个自选的课，自选的一个课程。我的老师他就是在大学的时候专门有这样的社团，他们会到里面去交流、去学习这些东西。
And it takes a lot of patience. 这也需要非常好的耐心啊。比如你雕刻这样一个哈密瓜的话，需要多长的时间？
这个是简单的，可能40-50分钟的样子。
This is an easy version. Like he said, he completed the work in 40 minutes.
最难雕的是哪一种水果？
是那种吗？那个西瓜。
但是这里还没有太比较难的，就是太难的就要从中间把它一直刻下去。对。
There are different levels of when it comes to the difficulty.
Yeah.
Watermelons are the most challenging fruit to carve.
And apparently there are international competitions for this. Professional carvers compete.
谢谢你给我们的阐述，我们还是学了半天也没有学会。So that was embarrassing. I mean, I'm always a very clumsy person,
I think
but
we're better at eating here.
we are better at eating. Do you have more different kind of food that you want to eat here?
I know what you're trying to kind of for me to, but I gotta say.
Why don't we check it out over there
Yeah.
a little bit? Because this is Sandy's least favorite fruit, which happens to be not necessarily my favorite, but one of my favorites. That's durian.
Really? Oh my god! Right. So this is gonna be the first time I ever tried durian.
You've never tried it
I've never
before?
tried durian.
你搜一下，没有关注公众号出事了就公给啊！出示公众号才能够领取啊！关注一下公众号啊！
你好，我们能尝一下吗？
来这边关注一下公众号，排队过来啊！
我们这个那个CGTN。
哦，好嘞，好嘞，来，好的，来这边。
Shows the popularity of this fruit.
Yeah. Okay.
这边排队。
The only time I've had durian is when it's in desserts or when it's in like a deep fried piece of dough.
It makes a really good dessert when it's combined with mango or.
Okay, but I've actually never ever tried it just on its own, uncooked.
I want to take a big bite, but I don't want to.
It smells really bad.
Smells really bad, but tastes really good. I mean, the texture. I know you don't like it. Well, it's an experience. Like we are in Hainan, this tropical island. You have to have durian and all those tropical fruits.
Yeah. Okay. It's interesting. It's interesting.
Okay.
It kind of hits you differently.
Well, for the constraint of time, we have to leave you here because this place, this venue is now going to kick us out. Tomorrow is the last day of the inaugural Consumer Products Expo, and many more crowds are going to come in because it is the public opening day.
Yeah, apparently 50,000 tickets were up for grabs. People to come in here because there are a lot of brands offering duty-free shopping, and we're already seeing a lot of people coming in today. but bigger crowds are to be expected tomorrow.
Yes. And thank you so much for watching. I'm Hui'ao.
I'm Sandy.
Bye.
Bye. 那个味道挺上口吧？
还扎手。
拿到个纸